So in 5 years, if you notice that this cap is shifting quite a bit, is it the taxpayers of this community that have to pay to have you come back and fix this cap?
Well, you know, we have to be, I guess, careful on what we mean by fix the cap. I guess, you know, we can see some shifting of the cap, and we anticipate that happening now. And, you know, we as part of the design team are looking at things such as wind and wave action, and we're, you know, what we're specifying is a cap material that we don't anticipate will move over a significant portion of the cap. If we see some exposure and we think it's acceptable, you know, there may be reasons not to come back and do anything about that. If we see significant movement of that cap or exposure, we're going to have to assess whether that's a risk to the recovery of that site, of the location here. And again, so we, you know, it's hard for us to assume down the road, just because we have some exposure to those materials, that has any impact of the environmental recovery of the area. So again, through the design process, we don't anticipate, with the material we're putting there, we don't anticipate there being that much movement of material. But even if we do see some material movement, we don't anticipate that actually changing the overall objective of the design of the project, which is delisting of the site and lowering that environmental risk.
I think what Ray's asking is who's going to pay for that management in the future? I can almost guarantee you people tell there.
Well, I think that's an ongoing question. I think we talked about that earlier, is that, you know, the project that's currently funded has got some aspects of monitoring built into it. The care and control of that site is being retained by, you know, the federal and provincial partners. And they'll make decisions down the road if there's a need to either supplement or continue with additional monitoring for that site as part